What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a big Mo Salah contract update video because the Saudi Arabian pundits are claiming that big Saudi Arabian clubs are flying to England to negotiate on a pre-contract agreement with both Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. So how do you feel about this news? These transfer rumors or contract rumors were always inevitable as long as Liverpool didn't extend the contract of Salah and Van Dijk before the January deadline. And also, what is your big score prediction for the Brentford-Liverpool game? I feel that this is a massive game in the title race, especially because Arsenal play Aston Villa after Brentford play Liverpool. Now let's talk about this because the Saudi footballing project has already lured some of the biggest names in world football in Cristiano Ronaldo and Karim Benzema, and I feel that they would offer some ridiculous wages to Salah. I mean, Ronaldo is already earning something crazy like £3 million per week, which is absolutely mind-blowing. It's like 10 times what Salah is earning as a salary, but maybe that includes image rights, and if all the contracts and sponsorships, you include everything, Salah earns around £1 million per week with all the bonuses and add-ons and contracts and sponsorship deals, image rights deals. And Ben Jacobs has reported that Al Hilal are still hoping to land Mo Salah in time for the Club World Cup, and Turki Al Sheikh, Saudi Arabia's minister and chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, has fueled speculation with a cryptic post about Mo Salah potentially joining Al Hilal, because he basically posted a picture of Salah in an Al Hilal shirt, which of course is a Photoshop, but still it's a very concerning image because this is a very high minister in the Saudi Arabian food chain, high up in the food chain, and Liverpool are still optimistic about keeping Mo Salah on the red half of Merseyside. But this is a very concerning post because Turki Al Sheikh is one of the most influential figures in Saudi sport, and him posting a photo of Mo Salah in an Al Hilal shirt indicates to me that they are trying hard to go after Mo Salah and to put huge contract offers. And I mean, Liverpool won't be able to match the contract offers that Saudi Arabia can put on the table, because Liverpool are just a football club. Yes, one of the richest football clubs in the world, but Saudi Arabia, one of the richest countries in the world, and they can throw crazy money at this project. But I still feel that Liverpool should offer Salah a contract with wages and salary satisfies Mo Salah. I think we should offer around 420k weekly wages, which is an increase on his £350,000 per week salary, and we should offer a 2-year contract with an option for a 3rd year. And if Salah says no to that, then he doesn't really want to play for Liverpool anymore. But Liverpool absolutely have to stretch their finances as much as they can. At the moment, with Man City spending heavily in the transfer market, they just confirmed, it was just confirmed that they are signing Omar Marmoush for £67 million with a £300,000 per week salary. For a player who had like 1.5 great seasons in the Bundesliga, it's a lot of money and a huge salary. I mean, Omar Marmoush would earn almost as much as Mo Salah, and he's a youngster, a rookie compared to Mo Salah. So Salah's wage demands will go up even higher. But there is no question that Salah is worthy of a contract extension at Liverpool. He definitely deserves it. So far he has 38 goal contributions in just 29 games. If that doesn't scream of a player being capable of prolonging their effectiveness at the top level of English or European football, then I don't know what will persuade FSG to offer Salah a contract that he deserves and that he clearly earned. And Liverpool fans have every right to be absolutely furious at FSG and the Liverpool hierarchy, because to not extend any of these players' contracts before the January deadline is a travesty, is a disgrace, because now they can negotiate with any club outside of England for a pre-contract agreement, and now Liverpool are basically competing with Saudi Arabia for Salah and Van Dijk, with Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold and their offers. And these clubs have a lot more money than Liverpool. A Saudi pundit made a double claim, claiming that these signings these pre-contract agreements apparently are very close. According to him, the KSI sports channel pundit Khaled Al-Shanaif has stated that Salah has all but agreed to join Al Hilal and that Van Dijk is also very close to shaking hands on a transfer to the Saudi Pro League, which would be absolutely devastating news. Can you imagine Liverpool losing Salah, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold? I would want protests in front of Anfield for weeks and weeks and weeks, demanding the owners to resign, to sell the club, because that is frankly unacceptable. Liverpool are going to post £700 million of revenue this season, and yet we are losing 3 of our best players. You are pulling the rug out of under Arne Slot, and that's an absolute disgrace because Arne Slot doesn't deserve this. Arne Slot deserves the full backing of the board and the owners, but so far he has got nothing. We signed Chiesa for this season, who played like not even a full game so far, for £10 million as well, and no other signings so far. In the Arne Slot is a new Liverpool manager, and he got almost zero backing from the FSG. But let's hear about what this pundit actually said. So I quote, according to the information we have, Al Hilal president Fahad bin Nafel and the Saudi Pro League chairman, vice chairman Saad Al-Laziz are currently in London to finalize the signings of a 2003 born player and Mohamed Salah. Salah is a 99% an Al Hilal player, while Virgil van Dijk is very close. Everything has been agreed upon. The only thing left is for both players to sign. This transfer will take place over the summer before the Club World Cup. They haven't signed yet. What he's saying is that they are putting down huge contract offers for these players, and he's basically saying that they are confident that they will sign. So Liverpool still have hope, but that's the problem with waiting until January. Now Liverpool have to compete with offers from Saudi clubs, and they can offer triple of the salary of what Liverpool are offering to Salah and Van Dijk. So how will Liverpool compete with them? I don't know. If Salah and Van Dijk are seriously contemplating an exit from Liverpool, then of course they would have to look at Sadio Mane, who his career has nosedived since signing for Al Nassr. Bobby Firmino doesn't even start regularly for Al Ahly. He had a frustrating spell on the bench. Jordan Henderson only lasted 6 months at the club where Steven Gerrard is the manager. And Fabinho also had a very mixed time in Saudi Arabia. But of course, we have to take these reports with a pinch of salt until the English journalists confirm that Salah and Van Dijk, or Salah or Van Dijk, signed a pre-contract agreement with any club. Then Liverpool fans should just have hope that Liverpool can pursue these players, because what is crucial is that Salah and Van Dijk both want to stay at Liverpool. But if they really want to stay at Liverpool, they are already millionaires, they are already filthy rich, just try to come to a compromise with Liverpool. And I understand why Salah wants to be one of the best paid players in the Premier League, but now that Erling Haaland signed a new 10-year contract, which is absolutely ridiculous to me, that Haaland would commit for 10 years to Man City. He will be 34 years old when his contract is up. That is absolutely ridiculous, especially with Man City potentially getting relegated to the lower leagues of English football. I'm sure that Haaland has an exit clause, but his salary will be around £850,000 per week. So Liverpool cannot come anywhere near that in terms of offering Salah a salary getting close to Haaland's salary, and that's why Man City need to be punished. They are, not one of the biggest clubs in the world, and yet they are offering salaries that almost nobody else can. But this Liverpool fan, I think, hit the nail on the head, saying that Mo Salah is the world's best at what he offers is something not one other player can offer in the world right now. It's always going to be hard for anyone to displace him in the squad. And for Chiesa, he has got that hurdle as well as fitness in front of him. However, seeing what Chiesa has brought in, limited minutes, shows me we have a player who offers something different to Salah. So in those games where Salah is being locked up, Chiesa's traits would be more suitable. It's a card that Liverpool could play when Salah cannot create or get chances. I enjoyed that kid. It was a performance against Accrington Stanley. It was refreshing to see another style on the right wing. But I think Liverpool cannot lose two of these big three players. We can maybe get by if we lose either Salah or either Van Dijk or either Trent Alexander-Arnold. If we lose two of these three players, or God forbid all three of them leave, I can't see Liverpool challenging for the Premier League title next season. That would be an even more miraculous run from Arne Slot, because Chelsea will spend big, Man City are already spending big, they already splashed almost 150 million on transfers in January. Man United will spend big, Arsenal will spend big. How will Liverpool compete without three of their best players? But David Lynch offered Liverpool fans hope, saying that Salah loves Liverpool and he wants to stay. I think he's just trying to leverage his relationship with fans to put pressure on the club. I think it's putting people's noses out of a joint, and maybe they're not comfortable with that. Maybe they would prefer him to take a similar tack to Virgil van Dijk. But it's just that he loves it. He loves Liverpool, he wants to be at Liverpool, and therefore he feels that the best way of going about ensuring that that happens is to pile pressure on through the media or through his social media posts. I just don't think you can begrudge him that. From a Liverpool fan perspective, maybe the Van Dijk approach is slightly better in terms of keeping it quieter. He's not talking about it as much. I'm sure that would be probably the preference, but this guy is just an absolute phenomenal talent, and he has been since the day he walked in the door. You have got different personalities in football and in life, and you've got to let that manifest itself sometimes. You've got to let Mo Salah express himself, and I think that's what he's doing. At the end of the day, he's doing it in a good way, because the only thing he wants to is to stay at Liverpool. So that has to be seen as a positive. But if he wants to stay at Liverpool, why didn't Liverpool already offer him a contract that he's happy with? Maybe Salah is just happy to see how things shake out. Maybe he wanted to see what kind of offers he got. Maybe Van Dijk also was not happy with the length of the contract. Maybe Van Dijk wanted a freer contract, with a much higher salary. Right now Van Dijk is on 220k weekly wages, Salah is on 350, Trent Alexander-Arnold is on 180. So all three of these players will be looking at big pay rises, and maybe Liverpool didn't offer them that. But it's very hard to judge who is right in this contract tussle, because we don't know exactly what Liverpool are offering, and we don't know what the players are asking for. If Salah is asking for 500, 600,000 pounds per week and a 4-year contract, then I would side with Liverpool. But if he is asking 400,000 and a 2-year contract, or maybe even a 3-year contract, and Liverpool are not even giving him that, then I would side on the side of Mo Salah, just to give you guys one example. Similar with Van Dijk. If Van Dijk is asking for like 400, 500,000, I would say no. But if he's asking for just 300,000, and Liverpool are not even giving him that, then I would side on the side of Van Dijk. What do you think? How are you seeing this contract tussle, and how do you see it unfolding? But these reports are very worrying, and it was inevitable that we would get these reports that Saudi clubs are circling like sharks around Van Dijk and Salah, because they are free to negotiate with them. That's the problem. That's the blame on Liverpool and Richard Hughes' door, that they let this contract saga run past January, and now they can negotiate with any club. Now Liverpool are competing with all the rich clubs in the world who see Salah and want to get him, or to see Trent or Van Dijk and they want to get him. And Liverpool fans are frustrated and angry and disappointed, and some of them are furious and livid, and I fully understand. I'm the same. I feel exactly the same. And this Liverpool fan also hit the nail on the head, saying, we don't even ask for much. As Liverpool fans, we are not asking for the club to spend £100 million on one player in every transfer window or every year. We just want the club to sustain a high-level squad. We just want Liverpool to build a squad and to sustain a squad capable of challenging for the Premier League title, challenging and going far in the Champions League, having a cup run, challenging for the League Cup or the FA Cup. If it needs improving, then improve the squad. If a contract for a crucial player needs completing, then complete it. Don't faff around for 18 months with Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract. The hardest part to accept is the fact that we sit here, we talk about players to sign that are not even the best in the world, but have potential to improve the team. Milos Kerkez, the left back, he would cost around 40 to 50 million pounds to bring in right now. And yes, maybe Liverpool have to spend another 10 million on his market value. Maybe he's worth 35, 40 million. Liverpool have to spend 50 million. But signing a left back like Kerkez would pretty much guarantee Liverpool the title with all the other players staying fit. So that is worth another 10 to 15 million. I don't know. It's very hard to judge Liverpool because we don't know what is exactly going on behind the scenes. But they will be judged at the end of the season on how it pans out. But if Liverpool don't win the Premier League title, or if Liverpool don't win the League Cup, I think we should win at least 2 trophies this season. We are favourites in the League Cup still, and we are favourites in the Premier League. So the bare minimum, I think, is to win these 2 trophies. If Liverpool slip up and don't, then the blame will not be on the players. Mostly it will be on the management, FSG, because they haven't backed Arne in the January market, they haven't backed him in the last summer market. And the Saudi Broadcasting Authority sports channel reporting that Al Hilal president and the Saudi Pro League vice chairman are in London with efforts to sign Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk is very concerning. And this is also right that the attitude from the hierarchy of Liverpool FC was never one driven by trophies. There is never a concentrated push to back the manager when we are in a position to win. It's far too casual. And the issue is maybe structural, because winning the league might just require reinforcement during the season, and Liverpool rarely sign players in January. We signed Gakpo, we signed Diaz, we signed Suarez, we signed Van Dijk, that's true. But we only signed Diaz and Gakpo because other clubs made moves on them. The biggest issue, I think, is when we won the Champions League in 2019, we only signed Adrian as a free transfer. When we won the league in 2020, signed like Harvey Elliott maybe as a youngster, and we haven't spent a lot. So FSG will have blood on their hands if they let any of these big free players go. But if they let all of these free go, then there should be riots and protests in Liverpool, and these owners need to go. That's my verdict. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Come on Liverpool, let's beat Brentford and let's deal with these contracts as soon as possible. See you later guys. Goodbye.